Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Marcus here. Look, how long have you been alive? Has there ever been a time when there was peace and prosperity across the land? You've always heard, as I have, people speak about it, but it has never existed. And I'm constantly asking myself why, and I'm thinking that you might be. I have, however, heard that it is not supposed to happen on this side of life, in the physical, that it is something that will happen on the spiritual side. And I don't know whether I want to accept that as being real or not. In fact, I guess the only evidence that I have is that it has not, as far as during my lifetime. But in my mind's eye, I see it every day. I see it easy. It doesn't make sense that no one chooses to do the righteous things. The satisfied life for everyone. That's the righteous thing. The satisfied life for you and 300 million of you, and then perhaps 8 billion of you. The righteous thing that allows you to live a satisfied life. Well, in a world where some want to live righteous and others want to live unrighteous, living satisfied or stealing satisfaction from others to increase their own. One is willingly eager to kill, the other is forbidden. Both require the same substance for survival from the same reservoir of goods and services. One is willing to share, the other wants to own and control. One is heavenly for all, the other all for the heavenly for some. The world could end tomorrow, but one doesn't care. The other does. So one chooses to die and allow the other to live in the hell of its creation. It is said that some households don't have enough savings to miss a paycheck if they got a job. Some people say talk about savings, it's a struggle making it from day to day. At a time when few people have more wealth than some nations put together. And this disadvantage finds that we have crime and violence from the poverty, people trying to make it in the way they possibly can, they're lying, they're cheating, they're stealing, running scams, robbery, all of these things, people trying to make it, lacking adequate health care, housing, education, all because some want to have more than others and are willing to kill to get it and do anything to maintain it. You would think that the people would ask themselves, if all of the resources on the earth belong to God, and the only reason that things exist is because we the people have engaged ourselves and caused them to exist. And all of this for the benefit of we the people. Why is it that we allow an entity to interject itself and make it difficult for us to access what we ourselves have created? Why does that happen? How blind can we be? And is there a special kind of way to wake up, to be courageous enough to resist? We have lived a life so far of ugliness. If we looked at America, I'm not even talking about the world, and we see how we have treated one another as Americans, Some got, some don't. Some master, some slave. Just that alone. And this has been a result of all of the years that I've been alive. And when I began to understand a little of my history, it seems that this thing has been happening all along. And rather than ending it, we see that the people who got a little power, a little control, the ones that we have trusted, now want to take it back, ignore the history, and pretend like it never happened and redo it again. What kind of people are we? We are people that like understanding about a God of love, the God that Jesus talked about, true or story, the one that Gandhi talked about, the one that Martin Luther King talked about, the one that Malcolm X talked about, the one that I'm trying to share with you about. But we keep trusting the God that wants to make you better than me, love you while hating me. You think about how much you must hate yourselves. Think about your situation, the struggles that you're having every day. And yet, when you employ, and I say employ because you're supposed to be the boss and you are paid, your public servants, your elected officials and doing time for you. They got the benefits. You're giving them the benefits that you don't have yourselves. Are they better than you? Do they deserve more than you? And if not, why do they get it? Is it your choice or theirs? I just wanted to throw a few things out there for you to think about. Not to give you any answers, but just to cause you to think. Goodbye.